Everybody, welcome to the channel. Today on Creator Chat, the conversation piece where I talk to other creators in the field about Pokemon, the pursuit of happiness, and the Blue Eyes White Dragon, Mr. Chunkachu. How are you doing today, my friend?
I am fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm just glad to be here.
I'm glad you're here too. I love talking to all kinds of people, and like I said, like we were talking about before the stream actually started. I just found out you're a service member, so I'm going to finish that quick story before you and I get into the details. So at my last police academy, I was one of my training partners was in the Navy for 17 years and still got out. Like that's how bad the military is getting. Where he's like, I'm not going to suck it up for 3 more years. I'm out. This is not for me anymore. And it's a shame that that's where it's going to in the military. But what does not help is the asshat in Congress. Was it congressman or Senate member who was holding up all those promotions for admirals and generals? It's going to mess up the military for a very long time. It's going to suck. But to get on the fun part of the conversations, Mr. Chunkachu, we're going to talk about you, your content creation, your live streams, and everything in between, and whatever the chat wants to talk about. Let me get some Q&A, the Q&A side up. But tell the chat a little bit about yourself, where you're from, what kind of long walks on the beach you like, the fun stuff. Tell them what your channel's all about.
Oh, I appreciate that. Well, first off, again, thank you for having me on here. This is super cool. This is actually the first guest appearance that I've ever done, period. So this is my debut, so to speak.
I took his live chat cherry, guys.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm actually stationed out in North Dakota right now. We were kind of talking about that a little bit before my service and everything. Stationed in North Dakota Air Force, Minot Air Force Base. So you've probably heard it before. Why not? There's a reasons why not. There's a lot of reasons why not.
Well, first off, it's North Dakota.
Yeah, it's not great. But I'm originally from New Hampshire, so East Coast through and through. If I do leave here, I'll probably end up going back there. But spending hopefully a lot of time in California and in retirement, if that ever comes, be over there with you guys hanging out on the opposite coast. But
because we have a lot of fun out here. For some reason, San Diego just seems to have a nice little dense population of Pokemon content creators.
It's easy to be jealous of, honestly. It's kind of crazy. And so I've been in Pokemon for pretty much my whole life. I was born in 92. So like pretty much from the time it came out. I don't think it was day one, obviously, because I was a kid. My parents bought it for me. But late 90s for sure. Parents buying Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon cards and all these other things. And my dad was into not Magic, but Dungeons and Dragons. So it was kind of in his space anyway. So he's like, let me get this stuff so we can do some stuff together. So it was pretty cool. That was my intro to Pokemon and the anime, especially. The Saturday morning cartoons, Kids WB.
Because that came here before. I want to say the anime got here before the cards for sure. I don't remember if it got here or not before the video games though.
I want to say that it did. It's also possible though that I didn't get the video games right away because we weren't exactly the most well-off family. So games were definitely a luxury.
They're still a luxury. Let's face it. They're expensive. They're getting more and more expensive.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we have Metal Slug in the house. Team Pocket, Mr. Chunkachu. Oh, that's you. Justin Compton, R&D Pokemoners, Ichiban Dan, Dream of Collectibles. Pop is in the house. How you guys doing today? John Parker, Dream It. What's going on, everybody? Welcome, Mr. Chunkachu, to the stream, to the chat. This is his first interview that's going to happen. John, I saw one. Here we go. You don't have to rub it in that you're with the San Diego crew, says Team Pocket. You can always move out here. I am more than willing to help everyone move when they get out here. I'll help you guys set up your stuff. I'll even fly out there. We'll drive back together. I got nothing else to do.
Henry, I'll move if you move.
Team Pocket has to be the catalyst. Everyone's saying hello to everybody. That's always awesome. Mods, can I have one of you guys please drop the link of Mr. Chunk and Chew in the chat? Please subscribe to him. Great guy, great content creator. You are a rip and chipper for the most part. What made you decide when you decided to start doing this kind of content or get into the YouTube game that, you know what, rip and chipping doesn't seem all that bad. Let me try my hand at it.
So that's a phenomenal question. I actually had done, had attempted streaming in multiple variations in the past because I do enjoy gaming, and that didn't really pan out. I didn't really put in the effort and the time to the personality and things like that, and so I'd kind of given up on it for quite a while. And then my interest in Pokemon kind of sparked because I was doing sales on eBay, and so I had made a few connections through my eBay sales, and they had actually recommended, why don't you do some type of content, because of my perspective on community and things like that. And I really wasn't involved at all in the Pokemon community on YouTube. And I'm still a little bit of an outcast when it comes to that stuff, just because I'm centrally located in the US, so I can't even go visit anybody. So it's a little bit harder to connect. But basically, I didn't start as a rip and ship. For about 2 years, I was just giving stuff away, similar to what Pat's doing, Deep Pocket Monster. And a lowly staff sergeant like myself cannot afford Deep Pocket Monster's business methods. And because we had actually started around the same time, Pat and I, and we were in touch with each other much earlier in his channel, probably around 15,000 subs on his channel.
Yeah.
And he reached out to do a collab. And I think that was around the time that I kind of fell off of it a little bit. And then because of the money that I was spending, I was like, this is not sustainable. I can't keep doing this. December 12th last year, I started the store. So almost 1 year ago tomorrow, I started the store. And prior to that, it was all 100% just giveaways and everything else. And it was bankrupting me. I was like $20,000 a year just giving away Pokemon cards.
This is not a cheap hobby at all, especially during 2021, 2020 timeframe. I can only imagine what was going through your head when you're like, why am I doing this?
Yeah, 100%.
Because we also do giveaways, though. Everyone in the community does, because we all just want to give back to the community. When I do my giveaways, and I might do one tonight, they're very sporadic for my channel, unless I hit a certain sub goal. For example, when I hit 1,000, I just gave away the Sword and Shield base set UPC because I got to 900. But for 1,000, the Charizard UPC will be going away. And I'm not big on opening anything for them. I like, hey, it's your stuff at this point. Do what you want with it. Keep it sealed. Open it. If they're in chat and they want me to open it, I'll open it. But it's mostly to say, like, without you guys, I wouldn't be able to have you on. I won't be able to have Opossum, Shiny Vert, Control Bob, Joey, Ian with Ian. I wouldn't be able to have any of them on because there would be no audience for it. So it's without the audience, without the subscribers, the commenters, the chatters, I wouldn't be here doing it. And I was just speaking to Dan about it because he was here in San Diego for this weekend for an event with Pat, and he and I went to dinner, and I told him straight up, I'm like, I'm not hurting for money to the extent where, like, I need this to work or else I'm bankrupt. Because I'm a disabled vet. I go to school full time, so the VA pays me two ways. So whatever happens and comes through here, I don't want to say it's play money because it's just nice to have that extra money because I still live in San Diego, so it's still very expensive. But I'm not hurting for money, like, to the point where this is going to bankrupt me. If it was, I wouldn't be doing this. And with all of everything going on and with them, I can't say anything but thank you and mean it. And I'd much rather have the 900 Last I checked my subs, I was at 911. Without those 911 subscribers, even if it stayed at that much, I would love every single one of them for the time they take out of their day to come and hang out with us. So that's why
great.
I don't do giveaways often, because it just takes, to me, it takes it away. But I do understand, like with Rip and Chippers, or even with Pat, he does it every Monday, but that is who he is. But he gives away so much that it still has that feeling like he has to do some kind of sacrifice for this, because even though his name is Deep Pockets, there's still money involved in some format. So
oh yeah, no, absolutely. And obviously he's got a great team.
Absolutely.
But the overhead on his operation is substantial.
So it's
yeah. I won't even see that much money this year.
No, not even close. I think I would have to win the lottery to see that kind of income and everything.
Yeah.
But even then, my wife was pissed the other day. So she, like every once in a while, I'll throw up the exclamation point tips for toes for like Streamlabs donation for the chat and for the channel.
Yep.
And she was like, I love that your community loves you enough to give you a couple bucks here and there. She's like, but I know you're dumbass and you're just going to bring it straight back into the community, because you're like, no, I don't want your money. You take it back in card form. Like, but that's what I mean. Like, I just want to give back. You guys give to me, I want to give to you. Yeah.
No, and honestly, that's the best perspective to have on it, because that's what's building this community.
Yeah.
So like, and it's building such a solid foundation on the community. Like, I would never want to know what it's like to not have what we have. And it's so funny, because I've had a few conversations with Pat, and he feels so awed about the success that he's seen with this, because
he really does.
He's like, it almost, he feels like an outsider almost. And I'm like, at this point, if you still feel like an outsider at this point, you need to, like, wipe the glasses, clear your head, because you're beyond one of us through and through.
Absolutely.
And honestly, like, continuing to expand this community at a rapid rate, and then providing the events and everything like that. Like, Card Party is insane. And I'm sure we'll find an opportunity to talk more about Card Party.
Oh yeah, we will. Well, fine. Screw it. Let's talk about it right now. So I'm assuming you already bought your passes for Card Party Gen 2.
Ish. So I have dedicated passes. But and this is part of what happened last Team Pocket with the dono. Tips for toes, baby. Tips for toes.
Oh,
let's go.
He knows what he just did. When you get a certain amount, I'm a cam girl at this point. Once you tip a certain amount, you know what you're getting. I don't wear shoes for my streams anymore because of this.
That's beautiful.
There we go.
Yes.
Okay. New goal is $50, and I'll take off my shirt, babies. No, I won't. I still want to be monetized at some point.
I was about to say $50. I'll take my shirt off too.
Yeah,
this isn't my stream, so I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, I even at one point I had one of my guests on. I was like, "Cool, hey, send me your Venmo. I'll send you half. You're on stream." They're like, "No, you dumb bastard. They do it for you." I was like, "But I don't know what to do. You take the money." Yeah, you need to draw faces on your. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not that flexible anymore.
$100, draw faces on toes.
Shit, draw $100. I'll let someone put their feet on my face. Oh God, why'd I say that? Because I know someone's about to do it. I know someone's. I'm gonna have to call my wife in. Hey, wife, can you come in here and put your feet on my face? Like, she's gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, you're on the wrong website.
Yeah, but I know my wife. She's a petite Filipino woman. She's not. I'm not gonna say she's one of those people like, oh my God, you're gonna do that? She's gonna be like $100, okay, and then just straight up boot kick me like a fucking Spartan in my face. She was $100 is $100. Like,
yeah.
Where's Merc? Oh God, Merc. Okay, before we get to Son of a Merc, let's finish the card party. So you kind of have dedicated passes.
Yep. So, and I don't know, how much they're comfortable being disclosed with that, but basically, there's perks to being a mod.
Mhm.
So, but it doesn't, obviously cover everything with a family and things like that. So, basically, I got to figure out. So last year I got a creator table, and it was amazing. I loved it so much. Incredible interactions with people, and I got to meet some incredible vendors that were set up next to us that were helping with like everything. We were getting swarmed because we were the new table, and everybody else had already been hit through the weekend. And we set up on Sunday, the last day. I got there like right when it opened, the vendor hall. I literally put down my totes, and I didn't even get one open before someone's like, "Can I look through those?"
Oh,
here we go.
I actually remember that because I was walking around the exhibit hall before my wife and I were like, all right, it's time for us, because she wanted to go to there's a Hello Kitty cafe here in Southern California, and we would hit it on our way home from Disneyland and all that other stuff. So we're like, all right, before it gets too late, the son has school tomorrow, let's hit up the cafe and we'll go home. I remember walking around the exhibit hall and seeing them like, oh, that looks fancy. Oh, that looks like a lot of people I don't want to deal with. I'll just keep moving. So I remember that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure I probably got like $100 worth of stuff stolen. He definitely did swarm the table, but he did it lovingly, and
of course.
Yeah, he's like, hey, let me buy this and this. He just grabbed. I'm pretty sure he didn't even look at what the cards were. He just grabbed a couple cards. Yeah, and then shot me an extra dono on top of it to help me get home, because we had some troubles with Roberta, also known as the Chunk Mobile.
Okay, since you brought it up, and I have been deliberately told to ask about it from Dan Norton, the producer of DPM. What is the Chunk Mobile and what happened?
Okay, so I'll pull up just a quick picture of her face, so you can see the glory that is the Chunk Mobile.
That's not.
It is a.
Oh my god, that's a straight up like RV you would see in a comedy movie.
Absolutely, 1989 Mallard Sprinter. The thing's older than I am.
I was about to say.
Yeah. And it definitely showed when we got it. We had about 10 days. Yeah, we had 10 days from when we got it.
Yeah.
Before we were supposed to leave for card party.
You had 10 days before you got it.
So yeah, we got it 10 days before we were supposed to leave.
Oh, okay.
So June, what was it?
Yeah,
June
so you didn't have any time to like make sure everything was working on it.
Not even a little bit.
Oh my god!
And the time we did have, I love my wife.
Yeah, you have to spend time with your wife.
Cosmetics were the most important element of our renovations to the Chunk Mobile prior to leaving for card party. So it worked out really well. In terms of comfort inside for them.
Yeah.
When I was on the side of the road, changing out a coolant regulator. That was fun. And,
no, it wasn't. Don't lie to me.
No, it really wasn't. It didn't even work out. I spent so much time on it, and I was so sleep deprived that what I managed to do worked for about a mile, and then I had to chug and pray down the highway trying to find. And we were in South Dakota still at that point.
So that you weren't even. You barely made it out in North Dakota.
And we actually, like, when we first started having issues,
yeah,
like we stopped for a minute and we're like, all right, are we turning around? Are we missing card party?
You have more.
I was like, I'm gonna call somebody to come pick up my family because I'm going. I'm going to card party. I don't care what it takes, because if I missed the first card party because of who I am and what this all means to me, I would have never forgiven myself.
The only reason why I went to card party is because of peer pressure from two of my best friends in the community, Jay's Corner TCG and Ian with Ian.
Yep.
Because I was like, I want to go. It seems like a whole lot of fun, but I don't know if I can justify this money. Like, if I go, it's only going to be for a day. And then they finally were like, just convince your wife. I'm like, I don't know how. So they pretty much peer pressured me to peer pressure my wife. And all I did was annoy the shit out of her to go. But we went all 3 days. Her and my sons all had a blast. It was really fun. As soon as we got home, or not as soon as we got home, but we already knew from that weekend it was going to be a success, and there was definitely going to be a Gen 2. She had so much fun. She graciously allowed me to buy the VIP tickets for Gen 2. And but she's coming with me again, so I can't wait. This is going to be really fun.
Yeah, no, that's incredible. Hey, Zach's in the chat.
Zach's always in the chat.
Yeah, he just is.
Yeah, Zach's a busy man now. He's trying to get those numbers up.
Yeah.
I'm not mad about it. Nice hats. Thank you. I made it myself. It's bootlegged. No, it's not. I wonder how many people tried to bootleg these. Oh, speaking of bootleg, it's not a bootleg, but it's so funny. So after Card Party, there's a shop down here called Ninja Exchange, very similar to a Frankensons. It's just a large, it used to be a Sears, but now it's just a bunch of vendors inside this little store.
Mm-hmm.
I was walking around one day and I saw some Paldea Evolve packs. I'm like, oh, cool, Paldea Evolve packs. Those are still fairly new. And I look down and I'm like, that pack has a little. Oh, you weren't there for the world record thing because you came Sunday.
No, so, I was there. I was there.
Yeah.
Like, no, you were there. I was like, I was there. Yeah.
Yeah. So for the Paldea Evolve booster pack world record, there was Paldea Evolve packs, and it had little numbers on it, and it was from like a label maker, like a generic label maker. And I looked down at this pack that this dude's selling. I'm like,
no.
He had numbers on it from the label maker. So I asked him, I was like, hey, man, I even sent the picture to Pat and Dan, too, and they thought it was hilarious. So I was like, hey, out of curiosity, how much are you selling this Paldea Evolve pack for? He was like, well, let me tell you something really special about this pack. I'm like, oh, go on. And he straight up was trying to convince me that it's a world record pack and it's worth like $30 at least. I'm like, oh, cool. So it's opened, and he was like, no, he's like, no, it's not open. I was like, so it's not a world record pack? And he was like, no, it is. I was like, no, I was at Card Party. You have to open that to make it a world record pack. And he was like, well, it was still at Card Party during a world record. I was like, just because it was there doesn't make it a world record pack. And he got, so it was just so funny. I sent it to Pat, Dan. I sent it to my buddies. I was like, you get a load of this shit. And they're like, no way. Yeah, they're like,
that's crazy.
They all people. Yeah,
some people.
It wasn't open, so he was the reason why the number wasn't as high as it should have been for a Card Party. But there's always going to be one. We do have one question so far in the Q&A side from Daniel, aka Pop. He wants to know, Mr. Chunkachu, where do you purchase your products for your workmanships? Do you have a distributor?
So that's a great question, actually. Kind of. So I have a sponsor that is my distributor middleman. So essentially, they don't make any money on the wholesale that I purchase through them. Instead, I provide essentially, I'm almost like an affiliate, so to speak, where I have my links for their sites, for the proprietary things that they sell. And they primarily do like the fashion doll clothes for, like those fancier, more expensive dolls that you see.
Like the American Girl dolls kind of thing?
Some similar to that, but more the foreign style, like the Asian, anime. If I had to like put a label on it, like the.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah. So they they approached me. They're in some of the Discords that I'm in for the business side of TCG, and they were like, it's hard to find people that are worth investing time into, but you seem like you're legit, so let's chat. So one conversation led to another, and they're like, you want wholesale distro? And I was like, yes, absolutely.
Yes, please.
Yes, because right now I'm going to Walmart.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people who do that. They Chris Pye TCG is very open about it. He talked about it over his TikTok live this weekend, that unfortunately sometimes he has to go to GameStop and Walmart, Target to buy it. So he's not going to be the lowest prices, but he refuses to be the highest price. So he's he's still more than likely going to take a loss if people buy 1 or 2 packs, because he's going to not just sell the pack, but he has to ship it. So it all depends on, he's just taking a gamble at this point of who's willing to buy and who's not willing to buy, kind of thing.
Yeah. It's not easy to balance that with retail store prices and things like that. So that I struggled with it at first as well. I was fortunate on the tail end, something that newer people in my community don't really know about me. Up until end of the winter, so like February timeframe, I actually worked at Best Buy part-time. So that sweet Best Buy employee discount.
It helps. Discounts help
a lot. It's so it was actually almost wholesale. At wholesale. So nice. It's so that what they do is Best Buy, I'll fight you if you sue me. They only charge you 5% above what their cost is, and that's just to cover like freight and handling.
Oh, okay, so, nice. So you were able to get a decent amount for in that at that time.
Yep. Yeah, and I had some store credit that I had just kind of sitting around from some stuff I had returned that I didn't need for the studio. So I basically what I did to start the store, to close the loop on the first conversation, was I bought like $1,200 worth of Silver Tempest like booster pack, booster boxes, bundles, and ETBs. And I just sold Silver Tempest for like the first 3 weeks, and that was it. And then like we just kept rolling, from there.
I didn't know Best Buy sold booster boxes.
So it's kind of hit or miss. They, and I don't know if it was like a one-off thing. I don't think they do it for Scarlet Violet. I haven't even looked, honestly, in a while. But yeah, I had, what did I have? 7 booster boxes and like a case of bundles, and then like a case of ETBs, pretty much is like what I was working with. And I had one person who was a friend, and to support me, they basically bought all of them, and they had never purchased Pokemon cards before in their life.
So they're like, I got this.
Yeah. So they basically like almost completed all of Silver Tempest in like one fell swoop, and helped me start my business. So it was super cool of them to do that, but they didn't pull the Lugia V, so they held that against me for a really long time. Of
course they would. That's a true friend right there. That's why.
Yep. Exactly. But they've gotten it back tenfold because my mystery boxes, my pull boxes that I do a $100 box, and so every single pull is $100, but I put in there like PSA 10 Umbreon VMAX, PSA 10 Lugia V, PSA 10. Oh, they do have them.
Yep, they have but for 161.
Yeah,
it's a little high, but
I want to say they're like
they have this in stock for $20 off. Okay, that's still such a crazy amount though.
The fact that they even have it in stock though is crazy.
Yeah, I could pick it up at my local store.
Oh, you know what? That's probably it. It's probably because you're in Cali. I bet it wouldn't even show up for me.
It might be because it's for my the closest one to me. And you said you grew up on the East Coast your whole life?
Yep.
Say this city. Can you see that? Okay, yeah, never mind. I thought you were gonna say El Cajon, like all the other people.
Elton John, yeah. No, so I mean, I'm mildly cultured. Just mildly.
Mildly.
Yeah, basic training was in San Antonio, so you have.
Oh, that's right.
you know. And then I went to tech school actually in at Vandenberg Air Force Base. Where is that?
Somewhere in the United States.
Yeah, it's why can't I think of the small town near it? It's south. I want to say it's south of Pismo Beach.
Okay. I think I know what base you're talking about. Because I'm a Navy guy, so I know very little about the Air Force. Bases.
But yeah, I was there for a few months. You know, that's the extent of my, you know, exposure.
Everyone in chat saying hello to Ian. Team Pocket says, I need to find myself a Best Buy friend. Whoo! Dream of Collectibles, 5% above cost, former Best Buy employee. That's a good amount. Team Pocket wants to know, what are your channel goals for 2024?
My channel goals for 2024. Well, that's to
get those feet picks up.
Yeah, just seriously, I need to.
I need to go get a pedicure now. Not because I don't trust Team Pocket to not do it more than once anymore.
No, you can't. You can't trust him to not throw money around. He's a madman.
Yeah, I wish he would throw bacon around like he does for his videos.
Okay, when I say I've never been more nervous starting a video, because I'm okay. First off, let me put this out in the open. I am like one of the biggest advocates for preservation of all cards. All cards are created equal.
I thought it was the only one. Don't get me wrong. Great video, Pocket. Henry, great video. Toothpaste, the motor oil, fucking bacon grease. Great. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't love those cards, but they're like, I am. But at the end of the video, I am extremely glad. He was like, I am keeping all these. I'm not grading any of them. I'm not giving to anybody, because they're altered cards at this point. There's a whole video of proof about it, but it's still like, why, Daddy? Why?
Yeah, seriously. Yeah. Like, okay, when I have a hard time watching Cool Trainer Ryan's videos.
Oh, because the toss.
My God. I want to just be behind him catching them all, because
some of the cards he tosses too. I'm like, why?
I'm like, you've thrown like 20 grand worth of cards just this year alone.
Yeah,
I'm like, what are you doing?
No, but like, it's great
to come clean up after you.
It's great. It's great content for both Team Pocket and CTR. You can't deny that. I was in a chat one day for a stream, and someone was like, here's a hot take, and I was like, it can't be that hot. Like, you're not that well. Anyways, I'm gonna be nice. He was like, I don't think people actually like CTR or his content. I think that they're just there to see what cards he pulls. I'm like, hold on. No, that is definitely not true. CTR and his personality brings in a specific viewer. It's not going to be a Pat Flynn viewer. It's not going to be a Chunkachu viewer or a Rev viewer. It's going to have yes, they'll have some overlap just because of Pokemon, but he is so, like, every other word out of his mouth is fuck, shit, hanger gang. And it's great content for his fans, and they love it. So if there was like major CTR fans in that comment section or that chat, that would it. And I think it's a hot take. Like, I love CTR content, but I'm a degenerate myself, so I am his core audience. Yeah. But the fact that he's saying really like, no, they don't like it. They just like the cards. I'm like, okay, that's much. Because if that was the case, all of us would have thousands of subscribers for opening cards. Ichiban Dan, Hanger Gang.
Exactly. Yeah, it's I respect it, honestly.
Yeah.
And I was kind of saying this about yourself as well, because I will say that, like, there's two authentic versions of me, and it's not always easy to feel good about, because there's the authentic live version of me, the streamer, right? The entertainer version of me, and then there's the real life version of me, which obviously with my enlisted background is not quite as PC as my entertainer version, right? And so, but they're both, you know, neither one of them is fake in regard to, it's not forced, it's not, it really is how I feel, and it's only because I pretty much I probably prompted it in a single moment where I was like, if my kids watch this, you know, what version of myself do I want my kids to see? And that's, you know, that's different for everybody, but that's not even to say like I'm not even necessarily that version of myself with my kids in real life. Like there's no filter with my kids. Like
they're my kids. Like when I'm out in public, I'll filter myself because I don't know how you're gonna feel or with me saying shit or fuck around your children. But my kid, like even then, like I'm not going shit. I'm like, what's a Blink-182 song? Shit, piss, motherfucker, titty, whatever that one was. I'm not doing that around my kid either. But every once in a while, like if I'm doing something around the house and I stub my toe, I'm gonna yell motherfucker. Like it's just gonna happen.
Yeah, guaranteed. It's CTR is Pokemon After Hours content. Jerry, I love that.
Oh, so speaking of after hours, I'm gonna take the spotlight for a second. I've done 3 after hours streams where you can't even find them on my channel anymore because as soon as they're done, I unlist them. Like they're like I even set it up where you have to be 18 and older to enter the chat. Because I will talk about stories from my days being a police officer, from my days in the military, and just overall the days when I was still drinking. Because now I'm sober, so I have stories for days of like straight degeneracy, like something that would make Jesus blush and pray for me. Like it's that. So I'm like, all right, cool, 18 and up only, great. Stream's done, unlisted. If you didn't see it, you didn't see it. Like I even might have to ban Son of a Merc from it because his out of context videos would be ripe with content from them streams. Yeah.
I mean, you know, rightfully so though.
Yeah.
It's good content.
Because one of the stories that I told in the chat or to the chat that like they make me tell it every time because they love it. And it's a story about how someone I served with was going around grabbing people where he should not have been grabbing people, and he grabbed the wrong person. So, and I'll tell that story later because it's so good. It's one of my favorites to tell. But let's backtrack a little bit back to you and talking about how you like it's still you but not you situation with your channel.
Yeah, so I've actually attempted, and I do some kind of behind the scenes stuff where it's a little more chill, it's a little less entertainer factor. But I mean, for the most part, like what you see is what you get in terms of, you know, the community version of myself, right?
Right.
There's likely a different version of myself that you might get at the bar after card party, maybe. Right?
Yeah.
But you know, that depends on you know how late that
so
shenanigans goes.
Opossum is a Air Force guy. So is Dusty Mon, Original Dark. Like there's so many military guys in the community that when I found out you're military, I was about to DM you like, fuck face, you're screwed. Because that's why, like, that is me. Like, once I find out you're a veteran or active duty military, my filter's fucking broken. Like, I'm like, I know you're not politically correct. So I know if you're easily offended, you're in the army. Like, that's how I feel about it.
It's funny because, it's actually, since you bring that up, I'll talk about it a little bit. Because you mentioned before that you had noticed that I didn't really bring it up much in my videos that I was in. Yeah. That it's kind of twofold. The first being through my career, anything that I've done extracurricular has come back to bite me in the ass, and
which is unfortunate for a lot of people.
Yeah, you know, supervisors, they get offended by you having a life outside of work and things like that. So it's one thing, after another. You call out sick one day and they assume that you're out sick for your extracurricular activity instead of, I've even had like internships while I've been in. I can't sit still. I have to stay busy. And unfortunately too busy. There's not enough of my time to go around right now. We're working on that. But it's so I had a plan originally that essentially I was going to finish out my 20 years, still having this channel through the whole thing. The goal was to hit about 100,000 subscribers by the end of my enlistment, by the end of my retirement.
Right.
And so I would have been 13 years of doing content, 100,000 subscribers. And then I was going to live stream my retirement ceremony and be like, all right, by the way, I was active duty this whole time. That's why your shipping was delayed 2 days. Sorry.
Yeah.
Or for some of you 6 months. But I love you guys because you're amazing and patient with me.
Who's getting out in 6 months? Oh no, you mean someone waited for a product to be shipped for 6 months?
Yeah. So
did they randomly like, oh, by the way, you're being deployed tomorrow?
No. So basically I went way in over my head this past spring. We did, at the risk of my own disclosure, we did over 6 figures in sales in the first quarter of 2023.
That's insane.
And I was fortunate at the time to have my editor here locally where he could come in and help me sort cards, pack stuff up, and whatever. But that very quickly went away, and we had a baby. And
congratulations.
So I went on baby leave, but then I went on a new medication that put me in severe depression. So like everything hit at the same time, and basically even just coming back to streaming this year was like the hardest thing I've ever had to do in my life. But I wanted it more than anything in my life. So like this year, like without going into like a lot of detail, and we can maybe even find another opportunity to talk more like in detail on everything that transpired. It could be
absolutely everything's
a whole video.
It's all on you. But
essentially it set me back to the point where which also didn't help. I have so obsessive compulsive personality disorder. So not being able to do the things that I wanted to accomplish and follow through with the things that my community was counting on me to follow through with just put me in a deeper depression.
Yeah,
so
I've been there.
Like completely, like I went from like the highest high of my life to the lowest low of my life, back to the highest high of my life at Card Party, and then straight back to the lowest low.
Look at this. I'm back at work. Fuck. Yeah. I know what that feels like. Absolutely. Well, I'm glad you're back streaming. Glad you're doing this and back at everything. Congratulations on the baby. How old is the baby?
8 months. Well, 9 months next week. Yeah, next week he'll be 9 months.
Have you had a blowout yet? Oh, I know. My 1-year-old, we just took for his checkup. He's 15 months now. Normally what they'll do, the doctor will be like, okay, 2 years old, this is how tall we estimate your child to be. Mike, he's not even close to being 2 yet. And because he just turned 1 in August, and they're like, your kid's going to be over 6 feet tall. My wife was ecstatic. I'm like, God damn, I'm going to have to get a job to feed this kid. Like, and I already do. I have to get another job just to feed him. He won't. I love him. But he eats like a grown man, and it's so funny though, because like my wife's Filipino, so it's just a natural reaction to point with your lips. So when I'm eating him, what's that taste like? I'm like, man, you go away. Like, this is mine. You can't even chew on this yet. Team Pocket says it the best. Mental health is important, y'all. Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, it worked finally.
I
didn't think that
would that work for me? No. That's dope though. When I first saw that, I'm like, oh, that's cool. I don't know. I was like, I don't even want to try to get that to work. If you know who Just Joshin is probably one of the best people to talk to in the community over mental health. And he's like, don't let him fool you. He's a great mental health guy, great person, but he's a huge degen. He's just like I am. But he's very open about his past and history. So if you ever hop into one of Just Joshin's streams, he'll talk to you all day. He loves to talk, and I don't blame him.
Like,
great stories, great person.
I'm almost positive I'm subscribed. You know what? Let me just
pull him up. One of the mods, can you please drop Just Joshin's link in the chat? Yeah. Everyone's saying 6 month gang, says Jason Flower. We still love you anyway, Chonk, he says.
I love you guys, honestly.
Even though we never answered Team Pocket's question about our goals for 2024, we just both went on a rant.
We'll get to it. Yeah. We'll get to it when we get to it. Mental health is more important.
More. Mine's very simple. Just keep going. I don't really have a goal. Yeah. I don't like to do like major, massive goals, except for this one. Like I like to do small goals one step at a time because it's easier for me mentally. I just have the goal of get to 1,000 by the end of the year, and then after that, I'll go on to my next goal. But the big overall arching goal is just to keep going, keep growing. That's all I can ask for.
Yeah. No, and you've been consistent, which is honestly incredible. It's so hard to stay consistent, and a lot of people, especially like those that even those that do stream, it's different when you're streaming like with a guest, for instance. There's more work that goes into it. There's prep work. There's like all this other stuff. Like for me, if I go live, the only thing that I really have to do ahead of time is make sure that I have stuff to sell, or something to give away, to keep things moving, or that I am, at least trying to stay consistent with it, which is so hard.
It is, and that's where it goes back to, but it also goes back to the money issue we were talking about. Like you said, you have to make sure you have the stuff to open, to sell, to do what you need to do. I am fortunate enough where like I save money doing these live streams because I've only had one person ever be like, yeah, I'll be on your live stream, but you have to pay me a couple $100s to be on it. I'm like, no, I'm good, bro. You're not worth it. And he was like, oh, well, that's rude. I'm like, bro, I've had 3 people. It was someone who had 3,000 subs. I had Opossum Butt on here. I had Shiny Vert. So Opossum Butt at the time had Opossum Butt at the time when he came on had 13,000, I think. Shiny Vert had over 150,000. I had Control Alt Bob on here. Right before he hit 10K. Like I've had much larger people on this channel before than this guy. And he's like 3,000. He was like, yeah, you $200 an hour, $100 an hour. I was like, no, I'm good. You're not worth it. And it kind of rubbed me the wrong way too. Because we were talking, he even reached out to me to be on the channel. So that's why I was like, all right, yeah, cool. Yeah, but out of all of this, since Card Party, so I started doing this in the beginning of the year, and originally only started with one guest a month. But after Card Party, I met so many amazing creative people. I'm like, I want them all. So it was just week after week after week. So I've had dozens of people on the channel all for free. So it's like, why would I start paying people now? Especially if I was going to pay anybody to be on the channel just because of their size, it's going to be Rev, it's going to be CTR, Pat. But even Pat, once we actually get something settled down, I'm guaranteed he's not going to charge me. And if he does, it'll be worth it just because of the name recognition alone from that name. Yeah.
At most, he'd be like, donate to the giveaway.
Yeah, pretty much.
He's not the type of person. And by the way, I have.
Oh, he gave away so much stuff last night. Like for his.
I owe that man my life, basically.
Go on. You have my attention.
Okay. All right.
He's going to get a kidney sooner or later.
Here's the thing. Okay. We, realistically, financially, should not have gone to Card Party. Period.
Yeah.
Right. So on top of already helping out moderators in general with the cost of Card Party, with the tickets and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, I drove I drove the Chunk Mobile there.
The Chunk Mobile is a real thing. I need that on a shirt. I need that on a shirt so bad.
Fun fact,
just breaking down Chunk Mobile.
It should be a thing. I actually, you know what? That might not be a bad idea to have for merch for Card Party 2.
Yeah.
It's like
especially for the people who know about it.
Yeah. It just you know, if they come up and they're like, oh yeah, that's awesome, then it'd be like free sweatshirt.
It'll be a really great sticker too.
And just do like little Chunk Mobile pins.
Yeah. If they get a broken one, they get a prize if there's a broken one.
Yes. Yeah, because that's you know, original original condition. But I traded my vehicle for this RV.
No, so, your personal vehicle?
My personal vehicle for the RV.
Oh man.
Because
how happy was your wife about that?
She was so. Actually, surprisingly, which is the only reason I got away with it.
That's why I'm laughing. That she was like, yeah, it was worth the risk.
And I mean, like I said, we did a lot of renovations of the interior of it. And so you'll have to have me back on just to showcase what the Chunk Mobile is.
Of course. Well, yo, MTV Cribs, what's up? This is the Chunk Mobile. This is where the
creator Cribs.
I'm so in.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. And it might make it to Card Party 2. It's up for sale right now. So if anybody wants a first edition vintage Chunk Mobile, it's up for sale right now.
Jason might want it because he just asked anyone remember the dog wash van from Dumb and Dumber. Sell it to Jason. He'll turn it into that.
That would be sick.
That'd be sick.
I almost if I had more time, I was literally just gonna spray paint Chunk Mobile on the side of it, and it was just gonna be a full trash mobile. Like my wife would have killed me, but
you're gonna get pulled over because people are gonna think it's a Breaking Bad reference, and like you're just making crack out of it.
Like, what are you smuggling?
Chunks,
vintage paper,
shiny paper to be specific.
Yeah, shiny vintage paper. But no, it was I traded my own vehicle for it. So I came back to no vehicle. So we shared a vehicle to get back and forth to work. Fortunately, at the time, my wife had not returned to work yet. And then following that, she went back to the same job, but working from home. So we got lucky. I got lucky. But so not long after that, she was like, we got to sell it. We'll buy another one, but for right now, it's just sitting there. It's just collecting dust, all that stuff. I'm like, I didn't finish this thing. I don't like not finishing projects. It's kind of a thing for me. So I want to see it through. I want to actually have like everything customized to be able to like put my inventory in cerern spaces and everything like that. Like this thing was decked out for being a 1989. It had a blender built into the counter.
That's how you know it's fancy.
Grandparents were balling out, so it was beautiful. And so I fell in love with it, especially the work I put into it. I mean, I put like 10 straight days into renovating the interior of this to make it comfortable, because I have asthma and we've all got allergies. So 1989 original interior, which felt bad ripping out. I felt bad ripping it out.
You should, because that's probably you're going to be on the infomercials. Do you have asbestos?
Mesothelioma. So, and just from like the material probably that it was made out of, because it was in 1989. So it was all.
I guarantee it's all fiberglass. Even the steering wheel fiberglass, windshield fiberglass. It's done. But speaking of Jason and his new Dumb and Dumber dog wash van, he has a question on the Q&A side. He wants to know, are you picking up Jerry on the way to Florida, or am I?
So that's still in the debate. Like I said, it depends.
Picking up Jerry's a debate. Do we not like Jerry?
Yeah.
Because
we love Jerry.
Okay. So both of you guys pick him up. You pick up Jason, then you both go pick up Jerry same time.
If the family decides not to come with me, I'm picking up Jerry and Jason. So
there
we're
you go. Jason, you heard it here first. He's picking you up. You just have to convince the wife to stay home. Yeah.
So it's funny. It's funny. This is a perfect segue into Jerry's question in the YouTube chat. He asked if I've ever deleted a video before. And
Oh
he
yeah,
knows the
that was
answer
I was going to get back to.
That's why he was asking. So
I think we all
so
have
Jerry
at one point.
Jerry likes to hold stuff against me. So if I say something,
That's the best of friends.
It is. It's amazing. I love these guys. So Jerry and Jason, for those that don't know, are moderators on my channel. So they love to give me a hard time, and they will clip stuff when I say it out of context. I mean, very, very similar to the content that is made on someone else's channel, and use it against me. So if I say like, oh yeah, no, I'll do this thing, and then like afterwards I'll be like, ha ha ha, not actually. You know, they'll just completely cut out the ha ha ha, not actually. Send it to me, and they're like, now you owe us this thing, and I'm like, no, and then I go delete the entire video. So it has happened before. You heard it here first. I'm also gonna need you to delete this podcast.
No, absolutely not, because I get massive glorification vibes from Son of a Merc clipping this podcast, and it's just so good. But I'm the same way. Like, oh yeah, I'll do that. Like, because now all of a sudden, when Chris Pye TCG, if he ever comes out here to San Diego, I have to get pepper sprayed because I opened my mouth. Yeah, and I've been sprayed before. It's not a big deal. Well, to me, it's not. I'm one out of like a couple thousand people that's somewhat immune to pepper spray. So like, it affects me. It will affect me, but depending on on my fucking astrological sign, I guess it would take anywhere from instant to 2 minutes to affect me. So I can get a lot done in 2 minutes though.
Yeah, I'd rather be tased 100%.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because okay, that wasn't too bad. Pepper spray, it's like the devil's like, you ever been peed in the face before? You're about to.
All in the first week of my enlistment.
No, I've been sprayed five times. I've been pepper sprayed 5 times. Only one of them was because I deserved it. Every other time was for training or because I was drunk.
I don't know why this just reminded me. I gotta get this off my chest. In basic training, we did gas chamber, and
we all did.
So really didn't bother me that much. We got out the door, and the guy in front of me was kicking his feet in the sand so bad that sand kicked up into my eyes. So as I'm like, trying to like settle my eyes and get my sinuses under control and everything like that, I just get a bunch of sand all in my mouth and my eyes and everything like that. And
that's how you start a fight.
That was the only time that I've legitimately almost fought somebody in my enlisted career.
Jason's only been tased once for drunk shenanigans. It'd
be like that.
So about my 2024 goals question, I already answered mine.
No, I'm just kidding. 2024 goals. Honestly, so I'm trying to wrap up 2023 with a bang. We're trying to hit 3,000. It's a lofty goal that is going to rely heavily on some shenanigans. And by shenanigans, I mean probably streaming every day the last 2 weeks of the year.
That's going to be rough.
So when I started the store, I did accidentally started 90 days straight. It started as a joke, and then it turned into reality. And so from December 12th until March 12th, I streamed every single day, regardless of whether or not it was basically killing me, which didn't help in contribution to everything else that was going on.
Right.
Stress of trying to make sure that I was going live. Like there were some times where like I would be going live literally the last minute of the day just to say that I made it.
You start streaming at 11:55 at night and like I streamed 10 minutes later. I streamed bed. That's how I would have done it.
This one counts for today. There were some that were like that. It got to the point where I had to do that at certain points.
I believe it.
An hour of this day and an hour of that day in combination in one stream. But because of that, I wasn't really getting much sleep at the time either. So Still going to work and everything like that. But 2024, assuming that we do hit our goal of 3,000 by the end of this year, my goal is 5,000 by card party.
Ooh, that'd be a fun one.
Yep. So I've been talking for a really long time, and actually I am a prime example of what not to do on YouTube in almost every way, because I have tested out like every form of content. I have been entirely inconsistent through my entire YouTube career, and it's even worse because I'm one of those people that's like, I can give the right advice, but I just can't follow it.
I'm the same way.
So I'm like, yeah, no, you just have to, like do this. And then like I see other people like blow up. I told Team Pocket.
Yeah.
I told Card Party, or maybe even after, like maybe a little bit after Card Party. I was like, you, my friend, are going to blow up. Absolutely. 100%.
Yeah. I said the same thing.
He is killing it. So
congratulations. Killing it dead. Yeah, because when I asked him to be on the channel, he was only at 200 subs. And he was like, no, he was like, you don't want me. I only have one video. I was like, that one video is the exact reason why I want you on. All eyes are going to be on you. You're going to be big, and I'm going to be that dickhead to be like, haha, bitch, you had him first. Seriously. And that's exactly how it happened. He was growing very steady. It was very steady. And then that one magical moment happened, and he blew up from, I think at the time went from 400 or 500 to just under 2,000, and now he's over 2,000. So all like in Team Pocket is fucking killing it.
You're over 3,000 now, aren't you?
He's over 3 now? This is bullshit. Okay, now already. I riot.
I think he passed me already. Hey, appreciate that, Zach.
Yeah, he's over 3 now.
E-man, yes. Yeah, he's over 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
Madness. But I love it. I so honestly, gloating on Team Pocket for a minute here. It is so refreshing to watch his content, because there is, I love our community, but there is so much content that is similar.
Yeah.
That I don't have the ability to digest it all. Yeah. And his is 100%. Like, you don't know what to expect. And then the little quirks about the video make it so you don't want to miss the next one, because you're not going to be in on the joke, right?
I'm still waiting on him to send me some curry.
You know what? That should be a thing. There should be like a card party night of curry.
Just curry of Team Pocket in the background, slaving away
contest. In the vendor hall, we should do a curry contest.
I call dibs on Judge, because I won't cook it.
I've got Chonk in my name. If they don't put me on the panel, I don't know what
I'm just Chonk.
So legend. And also 2024 5,000 subs, and I'm looking to, there's some big stuff coming with the store. I don't want to expose too much info before I get it out to my community, but big stuff coming with the store and some partnerships. So
awesome. Can't wait to what? Well, I think I just had a stroke. I don't know. Anyways, we have another question from Jason Fowler on the Q&A side. What are each of your chase cards that you do not have in your collection? I personally have to find a new chase card, because my chase card that I have been hunting for was this Raichu, and it was a thank you gift from Pat last night. It's so and it looks great in the front, but when there's a major crease in the back, and I don't know if this camera's gonna be able to pick it up, little damage on the back. Like, it's definitely, I'm gonna grade it regardless, because of I'm one of those people, I grade things that are special to me, and this is massive, because thankfully I lost the bid on the PWCC for it, because now I have that and I can grade it myself. But the memory alone that came with the card that I was currently chasing, that Pat had no idea I was chasing, as a thank you for helping him out with the ugly sweater party last night, is amazing. But speaking of ugly sweaters, this is what I wore last night to it. Where's it?
I love that so much.
It's so good.
That is amazing.
I told him after I wash it, I'm gonna send it to him so he can sign it and give it away to a member of his community for Christmas. So he's like, oh god,
that would be. I hope I win it.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a hot item, especially if it's signed.
Yeah. He better do it member only.
Yeah, right.
I want to have a shot. Mod squad only. No.
For my chase card, I don't know what I'm chasing next. I kind of just live in the moment with the cards in general. Well, do you have a chase card?
That's a tough one for me. I'm not gonna lie, and I'll say it here first. I've kind of lost focus on my own collection. If it wasn't for guys like Jason and Jerry, who consistently are like, "Hey, do you have this? Do you want this?" And they send me things that they know that I like.
Yeah.
You know what? I would have to say, based on the things that I've received from my community, my chases would be right now it's funny in respect to the Prime Raichu would be the Prime Espeon and Umbreon, because I had them.
Oh, those are so good.
I had them for a really
long time cards.
And then I put them in my first pull box that I ever made in order to get that rolling.
Yeah. So the regret is just a little.
Yeah. I pulled them too myself in 2012. I pulled them not long before I went to basic.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Team Pocket brings up a pretty good. It brings up something me and Opossum Bud were actually talking about earlier today. He says, I keep telling creators that I want to see a video of their collection. I want to see it. So I don't know if you follow Opossum Bud or anything, but last night he made a video about pumping, and how people like criticize him for showing off cards he likes. So I've always had that in the back of my mind, because it is probably the most requested video I do for my channel to show off my Raichu collection. And I'm like, I don't want to, because then I don't want people, I'm never going to sell them regardless, but if I eventually do sell them, I don't want someone to 5 years down the line like, he fucking pumped it. I'm like, no, I didn't. I was just showing him off. So I might make the video, because it is that highly requested to me, it's highly requested at least. I just don't want to get that shitstorm of people who don't know me and watch my content to be like, why are you pumping Raichu? Like, man, I don't pump it. I love Raichu. It's my favorite Pokemon. Go fuck yourself. Like that's how I feel about it.
That's the tough part about being a creator is, there's always going to be somebody who's trying to tear you down.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how big or small you are. All it does is scale, but yeah, it's later, Zach. I don't remember what the gym looks like, to be honest with you. But
is that an Air Force thing? Is because you're just fat? Like a little bit of both.
All of the above. I lost 40 pounds this year, actually.
I gained 40 pounds this year because I got injured and I couldn't go to the gym.
That's why I gained 40 pounds originally.
Yeah.
And then I just decided that the gym and I were no longer.
We're not dating anymore.
We were estranged. Yeah, I think that's what they call it. But no, I don't know. I think that's what makes it hard to be a creator to begin with, is the criticism, the unwarranted criticism most often than anything else.
Yeah.
And so it takes a certain personality, so to speak, to kind of to run through that. Are you kidding me?
What do you mean, Jeff? Jeff, you lie. No, wait.
It's running. It's running.
What? No, not Pat.
DPM.
Okay.
Let's go.
So, this is in honor for Pat and the DPM raid again. Hold on. Pat broke me. What? I'm having a stroke, Pat. Like, I'm too old for this, man.
Oh,
echo. There's an echo? Oh, there's a small echo when I get loud on your side. Hey, Dan, speaking of Dan Prime, DPM raid in the Q&A side. Let me go over here. You know what? I will do a giveaway tonight as a thank you to
Oh,
everybody, and as a thank you for Pat doing this when he doesn't need to. Thank you again, Pat. Oh, Pat.
My mod squad.
I'm gonna do this again, Pat, because I love you, and I know how much you love it. This for you guys who don't know, Pat and I hosted a ugly sweater party last night here in San Diego. Dan Norton was here in town. Loved meeting up with him. Got to have some really great Mexican food. Slim Rips here in Chula Vista, California. Great stuff. This is the ugly sweater I decided to wear. Let me show that off a little bit. So part of this giveaway, do you guys want this ugly sweater with Pat's face on it? Do you?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, I do.
DPM Red, let's go. Because of him, I also have to grow out a mullet. If you guys want that sweater, let me know. I will clean it and wash it beforehand. But I will DM Pat. What I missed? I want it so I can burn it. No. You listen here, Pat. I'm gonna make you sign it so these people can have what they want.
Amen.
They want it. Yeah, if you guys want that, I'll make. I'm not gonna demand Pat signs it. It's entirely up to him. But this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna start a giveaway. Exclamation point! Take my stuff. And the winner will get this PSA 9 Erica's Full Art Invitation and some other goodies. That's what I will do for you guys. In the sweater, if the winner wants the sweater, I will send the sweater maybe in a different package just so I can get it to Pat so he can sign it. Or if you guys want, we can for a video for Pat, he can burn it for his own video. We'll see.
Your people like Japanese cards?
My people love free things. That's why it's take my stuff.
Love free things.
they like the word free. Thank you again, Pat, so much. Much love. Can't wait to see what you do for Card Party. Can't wait to see what you do in the future. And Dan, of course, you're always so handsome, Dan. Oh, wait, hold on. With this many people in chat, with this many people going on, everybody, my name is Gonzo. Welcome to the channel. I am doing a creator chat right now where I talk to many content creators across the Pokemon community from Twitch, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. And right now I am talking to the one and only one of Pat's very first mods. What? You're one of his first couple handfuls, right? For his DPM channel?
Somewhere in there.
Yeah, somewhere in the very beginning, Mr. Chonkachu. If you guys know his name, if you've been in any of his chats, you know his name. Sounds like, and he knows little fancy hearts for you.
I haven't banned you, and we don't know each other yet. So
yeah, no, Tam Fam. If you everyone knows Tam Fam.
Tam Fam, yeah.
Tam Fam,
and Banhammer Brit. While you're in the introduction mode, I'm gonna add you a giveaway, by the way, for your take my stuff.
Okay,
and I can ship it to you, and you can ship it to them if that's how you want to run it, or however you want to do that.
It depends on where they live, to be honest. Yep. Because I've had other guests do the same thing. So since you're in North Dakota, if it's East Coast, I would recommend just sending it straight to them. Once I get all that information, I'll send you that same stuff. But I need to double check something on my channel. Because like I said, if I get to 1,000 subs, I'm giving away a UPC.
Yeah, so then that's part of why I'm adding this is I think that with the Deep Pocket Monster raid, we've got enough people in here where you're probably about to hit 1,000 subs.
963. So we need about 40 more subscribers, and I give away a Charizard UPC. Smash like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And this will go to you guys. I will not open it unless the winner wants me to, but that will be a totally different giveaway from this. This is just to say thank you for Pat bringing in all these beautiful people. So we'll do that real quick. For international shipping, depending on where you're at, I might ask you to help pay for it. I do not have deep pockets like Pat, but if you guys want that sweater, it's going in there. If you guys don't want the sweater, it's not a big deal to me. PSA 9 Japanese Erica's Invitation and some extra goodies will be going to you guys tonight. Making us feel special. I try sometimes. I love you guys. I love Pat. Pat's good people.
in honor of being a guest, I think appropriately the sitting around the campfire, Electivire and Mag Mortar, in a perfect 10
card
from CGC.
Yeah. It's vintage now because it's the old label.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So this is
I think I'm finally starting to realize what just happened. Calm it down.
Whoever wins that. So
yeah.
All right.
All right. Before we'll go back to the Q&A side. Oh, there's a lot of Q's. There's a lot of questions. I'm still trying to calm down from my stroke that I just had with Pat. Okay, for real quick before I go to the Q&A side, if you guys are new to the channel, I normally don't grow my hair out this long, like an emo kid. But last time Pat rated, I made a bet with Polkadak. If I can get to a certain amount of subscribers before a certain time, I would grow a mullet. So because of that, I have to grow a mullet. That's why the hair's like this. The beard's this because I just got depressed and lazy once. So this will be going soon. So at Card Party, you guys will see me with a full-on mullet. So that's exciting. Someone said 6 subs away. 6 subs away. We're at 994. Just 6 more subs, and that UPC is all yours.
It's happening, baby.
It's happening.
It's happening.
Woo!
1K, baby. Let's go.
Bobadoodle, thank you. I like my hair like this too. It reminds me of my high school days. But a deal's a deal. The mullet's coming. So let's check out one question in the Q&A side for us. It's mostly more DPM stuff. I'm not mad about that. So we have a question from E-Man Collects. He says, Gonzo, sup, homie? Question is for Mr. Chunk. I know there can be lots of things going on behind the scenes as a PokeTuber. So fun, some not fun. What's the least fun part and the most fun part that you've had for your channel?
Okay. So least fun part for me.
Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh at the question. I saw a question in the Q&A and it made me giggle.
That's it's a laugh trigger question anyway. Even outside of the external factors. So the least favorite for me has been taking it step by step, having to catch up with the growth of the community, the channel, the store, and then having to basically do it all over again, and then do it all over again, and do it all over again. Because for me, like I said before, it hasn't been very consistent. It's been pretty choppy because of the stream a lot, don't stream a lot, stream a lot, don't stream a lot, and poking fun with the tip.
Thank you, man. I just
Mod Squad.
Everyone's saying 1K, congrats. I don't mean to interrupt your question, but I did not think I was going to get this emotional over 1,000. I'm trying to, I can't, like, for you guys who are just now entering from the DPM raid, I was talking about earlier how I don't care if I stay, grow, whatever. I am so thankful for the community and the people who stick around. And again, Pat, Ian, Mr. Chunkachu, Joey, Control Bob, Shinyvert, Opossum Bud, Rock Sandy, Powder. I cannot think. There's so many more guests I've had on my channel. So many people who had so much faith in me to want to not only want to raid but come on, and then the people who subscribe and chat. It means the world to me. So again, as a massive thank you, I can only do what I can, and the UPC is just what I can do. You know what? I'm not I screw it. I have something else to do another giveaway for. This one I might have to open just because of how big it is. I don't want to so I can ship it properly. 1 second, I'll go get it.
Oh, so while he's not listening, I don't think he can hear me. I'm sending him some stuff to congratulate him on 1,000 subscribers. this is not applicable in his live stream. So I'm hijacking the stream, you guys.
Okay,
He's back.
Okay, so let me move.
So anyway, I'm just giving away this for his 1,000 subscribers.
So because we hit 1,000 subs, and because I'm taking a page out of Pat's book, that one thing just isn't good enough. This current giveaway is for PSA 9 Erica's Invitation Japanese. That's not the 1,000 giveaway. This is the 1,000 giveaway. A Charizard UPC sealed. I won't be opening it unless the winner wants me to open it. But this is also going to be given away to another lucky winner. The Legacy Evolution box. If you guys do not know, this is about a $200 box now. We got evolutions in here, sun and moon, some good stuff. So I will pick one winner for the 1,000 giveaways. Once we get there, they can pick which box they want, and then the second runner up will have not what's left. They'll have the other box. Okay. I think I got my tears under control. I'm all good.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. What about the sweater? Oh shit. Yeah, the sweater. Ooh, how am I going to choose the sweater? Should the sweater be a third person, or what about the sweater? That's a good point. Or should we just give it to Pat and let him deal with it? Everyone wants the sweater. That's right.
Make Pat give it away.
I DM'd Pat earlier today, and I told him that was the plan, to send it to him. He can sign it, do whatever he wants, and he can give it away. Sweater be its own thing, says Pokin' Fun. Odie Open says, congrats on 1K. Shall I drive her over with tissues? I think he means drive. Yeah, go ahead, Ian. Drive on over. Get Pat to pay for it. Is that what I read? Give it to Pat. Okay, yeah, a lot of people are saying give it to Pat. There's a lot of people saying get a third person, let him sign it, do his own giveaway. Don't trust Pat, says Bobadoodle. You know what? I am going to trust Pat. Pat, if you're still in the chat, I will send it to you as the original plan. I'll send in a couple extra stuff to send to people for your giveaway. Pat, thank you so much for everything you've done for the community. But for now, let's pick. I'm going to close the entries for this one. And Pat, we trust. And I'm going to pick the winner for this Erica's PSA 9 invitation. And that winner is Under Cold Gaming. Congratulations, my friend. You can email me, DM, Discord, or Instagram's going to be the best way to get a hold of me. I will give you 48 hours to reach to me. If you don't get back to me in 48 hours, I will have to re-roll all of this. So hopefully the winners for the 1K are going to be here for that. I need a
I wrote them down as well.
Undercold Gaming. Yeah. Undercold Gaming is here. Thank you for sharing out my email and Instagram for Undercold Gaming and for the other winners. Please get in contact with me. I do reach back very quickly. I will get that out to you as soon as I can. Probably be tomorrow or Wednesday at the latest. But now let's let the. I am here. I do see you here in the chat, Undercold. Congratulations. I will send you some extra goodies with that. It's not just going to be that. 1K. I know I'm still in complete awe. Thank you guys so much. I know the feeling, and I can tell how genuine you are about 1K. Oh, wait, why are you still? The chat just went nuts for a second when I was trying to roll it. Read something. Oh, where'd it go? I lost it. That's my fault for learning how to read one day. Thank you guys all so much. 2K tomorrow. Hey, 2K tomorrow would be nuts. Mr. Chonkachu at Gmail. Oh, that is the best way to get at him to get your other slab. Let's go. We'll do one more Q&A, and then we will go back to the other giveaways.
Or you can find me on Discord. That works too.
Yeah, Discord's always good.
Yeah.
Jerry Oliver wants to know, at Mr. Chonkachu, Did you check and see if your Pop Celebi made it?
I didn't yet. I just barely was able to identify the package before I came back in here to jump on stream. So yeah, Jerry sent me a quite large box, and the quite large box arrived in shambles.
Ooh, so, that's not a good sign.
Thank you, USPS, for everything you do.
USPS has been messing up bad lately. It just took them a month to get a package to Arizona from San Diego. Let's see who else. DPM raid. Hi. There's even on the Q&A side. There's so much love for the raid. From the Q&A side, Jake Dean Gaming says, "How long have you been streaming, and what's your favorite Pokemon game?" You can go ahead and answer this one first.
So streaming, I started streaming in 2015. With the video games we mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
I didn't start streaming Pokemon content until 2020, like around the Champions Path release.
Okay. Yeah.
And then favorite Pokemon game. That's hard for me because despite how much I love Pokemon, I actually dislike most of the games.
That is fair. That's something that a lot of people have issues with, especially right now for how bad Scarlet and Violet was fairly botched. It was not. It was very rushed. It should not have been a game to be released just yet, but it was. So that's unfortunately just how it happened.
Yeah. So hot take, I'd have to say Super Smash Bros.
That's great. It's still a great. That's still a great game though. Chat, let me know who's your main in Super Smash Brothers. Chat, let us know.
Yeah.
And while you let us know, I am going to resume entries for a few more minutes. For R&D, for not R&D, I just see his name up there. For the Take My Stuff giveaway, for the 1,000 subs giveaway. We'll let the winner pick which box they want. Now let's check out one more question while we're doing that. DPM rating, what's up? Okay, here's the question that made me giggle a little bit while we were talking. So there's more DPM raids. One is what is your thought on food?
Yes.
Yes, just yes. You're not wrong. Food is good. I'm a pizza guy. I love pizza and cheeseburgers. I can live off that stuff.
I mean, like I'm kind of picky when it comes to like how I like each thing, but I'm pretty universally open to most foods, right? Like it's just like sometimes they're prepared well, sometimes they're not, right?
Yeah, it's very, very iffy.
Yeah. So I'm pretty flexible. I don't do I will say I don't do like raw fish. I won't. There's just no way.
I love sushi.
I love sushi. I don't love sushi with the raw fish.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So you prefer like a sashimi almost.
Yeah.
No pickles ever, says Bulbadude. I love pickles. Pickles is great.
I could eat a whole jar of pickles in one sitting.
Ichiban Dance talking about his hot dog obsession. He does love wieners. That's what he has to say. There's a question down here from Melgar. Just joined. Hello. Hi, Melgar. Saw you were in the Navy. What was your rate? A rate is, for the guys who don't know Navy lingo, a rate is my job. First, you Army, Navy, Army, Marine guys, it's an MOS. I was a master at arms. I was essentially Navy police. That was my job. Yep, fun stuff. Too many stories to go on right here. I'm going to close entries, guys, and I'm going to pick the very first winner for either the UPC or the Legacy Collection. Who is it going to be?
If I win either one, we're going to pack battle.
Okay. It is Stephanie Green. Congratulations, Stephanie. Let me know in the chat if you are here so you can pick which box you want, and you can tell me to open it, not open it, just send it, and we'll make sure we can get it to you. Just DM me and Instagram, email, Discord, whatever the way you want to get to me is. Stephanie Green, congratulations. She's not saying anything in chat right now, so I don't know if she's going to be able to see that she won something. Hopefully she does. No. There it is. There she is. No way. I don't want it sealed. Please. I do want it. Okay, you do want it sealed. What do you want sealed? The Legacy Evolution box or the Charizard UPC? Which one do you want sealed? Let's see what she says. While she's figuring that out, we will resume entries again. Dang it, we'll love to see a pack battle. Legacy, she wants the Legacy's Evolution. All right, not a problem. Make sure you email me, DM on Instagram or Discord, and I'll get it out to you as soon as I can. Congratulations, Stephanie. Welcome to the channel. And if you guys are content creators, big, small, I literally do not care about the size. If you're a content creator, hit me up. Maybe you can be the next guest on here, and we'll figure it out. We'll hop straight back into the. You know what? This is something I've been starting to do on the channel a little bit. Is there anything that you want to talk about right now in the hobby that's so set forward in your mind, in your head, that you want to talk about? Besides card party.
Okay, yeah, I mean that's definitely
because we can go on for another hour alone just on card party.
Oh yeah, 100%. We're just gonna have to do like a 48-hour straight live stream talking about everything going on community. But there's been a lot of videos over the last few weeks about the burnout. The
burnout's real though.
It is.
Yeah.
It absolutely is. And I just want to say that, like, for those that allow themselves to be influenced by, what some of the larger creators are saying about the hobby, allow themselves to remove themselves from it and be prompted to make that decision because of something that someone else is saying. Just take some time to evaluate like what the hobby really means to you, and if what you're currently doing in relation to your collection or your TCG game play journey is, if it's not sustainable for you, then maybe take a step back and reevaluate how you're doing it, not whether or not you should or shouldn't. Not that you should never question whether or not you should be doing it. It is a financial factor. It's a burden and things like that. And there's a lot that goes into it. There's a time commitment, especially to like playing and traveling to go to tournaments and everything else. But at the end of the day, I think there's so much positive that comes from this community, that allowing yourself to make a decision on your stance on whether or not you're going to continue collecting or playing the game just based off of the opinions of some larger creators. And I love some of these larger creators that are saying these things, but they're saying it because it is relevant in the content space.
Yeah.
All right. And so, at the risk of exposing my brother, and I love you all to death, but also I've been personally influenced by these perspectives in the past, and I regret it, right? And I want for as many people as possible to not have those same regrets that maybe they sold off their entire collection. Sometimes it's inevitable. Sometimes you have to do.
It's just bound to happen. Yeah.
But at the same time, if you can find it in yourself to reevaluate, move some things around, and continue doing something that you love and enjoy, life is short, right? And if you're not enjoying it, then the only thing you can do is regret.
Yeah, and I feel like to me when you said if you're not enjoying it, like just take it, because there was a point for me in the hobby, because I never left the hobby. I've always been into it since I was 10. But there is gaps where I miss some sets because I was either in the military deployed, or there was just something else going on because I was a young adult. I have to spend my own money now. I can't have mom or dad buy me stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There's always that point where like, okay, I need to take a step back. Let me reevaluate. Is this more important than something else right now? But overall, the burnout, as far as like the YouTube side of it, it's there. And it's always going to be there because we put our heart and soul into this content so we can entertain not just ourselves. Because at the end, if you're not going to entertain yourself and you're just doing it for the people, you're going to lose that happiness and joy of you wanting to make the channel or the videos and content you wanted to do to begin with. So experimenting does help with that, but at the same time, it's still adding on stress. So it's a very delicate fine line of burnout to non-burnout. Ashley O in the chat says, I think this is so real, especially with everyone accepting us creators to keep up on the trends with the newest sets. And it can be hard on the wallet. Absolutely. Because not every content creator is making money off this. Even if you are making money, in reality, the ad revenue from YouTube, from smaller content creators, it's only a couple cents to a couple dollars a month. It's very rare because the best way to look at it is the non-Pokemon side of YouTube. Most of the people who are making millions of dollars for being an influencer on YouTube is off merch, sales on or partnerships with other companies. It's very little from YouTube itself. Is that Luffy in your background? No, that is the Flash. You're talking about that poster back there? Yeah, that's a Flash poster that I have signed by Alex Sinclair, the comic book colorist, one of my favorite superheroes of all time. Let's go back to let's do the final. We'll do the final prize, the final winner right now. Closing.
I did want to add to that too, real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Don't with all of that being said, like don't let yourself get so caught up in needing to keep up with things, like making sure you're pulling the hits from new sets and stuff like that when everybody else is. Because I promise you,
the FOMO is so real for so many people.
Like, don't subscribe to the FOMO, because I promise you that it's going to be just as satisfying, if not more satisfying, to pull it later when it's more reasonable for you to do so than to chase the hype, spend extra money, trying to make it happen, and honestly just feel worse about it in the end. And it's a downward spiral. It's a very quick downward spiral.
It's so hard to get down that spiral too once you start spending money. And I hate to say it, but there's so many especially to someone as a guest who is a rip and shipper, there's so many rip and shippers who should not be rip and shippers. Obviously I'm not talking about you, otherwise you wouldn't be on the channel right now having this conversation. But there's so many people that they do put their heart and soul in their channel to an extent, but they put too much into it without thinking of the outcome of what could happen. I just happened to come across a video on my feed a couple days ago, like maybe 2-3 weeks ago, and it was a content creator, and I was like, why am I getting fed this video? I don't watch this guy's content, never seen it, but I clicked on it, and the title was "I'm quitting YouTube." So I'm like, okay, why do I care about this guy? So I clicked on it just for, let me give some love and support to this guy. He had 220 subscribers. He was talking about how his store was failing, his Pokemon store. And he put and don't get me wrong, I know when starting a business, you're going to go in some kind of debt. It's just bound to happen. But if you're putting so much debt into a business that he knew nothing about Pokemon, he even admitted it. But if you're putting so much money into a business that you don't know about, hoping you can just make it big and get lucky, and your house is on the line, you shouldn't have been doing it to begin with.
Yeah.
You need to do the research before starting a company, not even before starting a company, before getting into a hobby and spending the money you think you're going to spend. And that's an issue with a lot of people. They see these bigger YouTubers, not even just YouTubers, like Instagram, TikTok, these people making money off Pokemon cards, and they think I can do that too. And that's where it comes from. That will, not everyone, of course, but it's a huge factor sometimes. And I don't think that's necessarily true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's because it's like you see the price and you see what you can buy it for from certain people, and you think that that's everything that goes into it. But the reality is that if people can tell, when you don't,
it's so easy to tell when you're in the hobby or not in the hobby.
Yeah.
Michael says, I got 7 kids and this hobby is killing me, but I love it. And if you love the hobby, you love the hobby. And if you're bringing up your kids, to me, your kids was the first part of that statement. So you're telling me that it's not for you, it's for your kids. So it's not like, yeah, you're part of the hobby, but it's because they forced you to be in the hobby. But that's so great because now it's something that you get to connect with them. Yeah, and that's amazing. Doing something that you can connect with other people without doing anything crazy is the best part of this hobby. Last night, I gave away so much product last night myself, just because it was the holidays, but I was testing people's trivia knowledge on the Pokemon in general, from the anime, manga, video games, TCG. It's so much fun. I'm forced to be in the hobby, says Ian with Ian. You probably were in the very beginning, but not anymore. Now it's the other way around. What else is going on in chat? Everyone's saying hello to everybody. King of Games says Logan Paul. How do you feel about Logan Paul? About him? Do you blame him for the boom that happened in 2020?
No. In terms of, I don't hold it against him. I admit there's an influence there 100%. I'd be ignorant to say otherwise, but
absolutely.
There had to have been some analytical decision there. Obviously, they make decisions with a team. It's not just like Logan wakes up one morning and is like, I want to go buy these first edition base set booster boxes and open them. I want to buy this first edition Charizard. I want to buy this, the Illustrator card, Pikachu card, right? Like all of that stuff. Like it's a pre-calculated based on trends that are going on in YouTube, in the space, and things that maybe even are dying off a little bit. That they can capitalize on, that they know have a significant following, regardless, and are well known, So I actually appreciate to some degree what these larger influencers did for the hobby, because it kind of rekindled in a lot of people what they lost over many years, and gave them an excuse to feel good about it again. And like, if Logan Paul can buy Charizards, then I can buy Charizards, right? And so while there are always going to be negative things that come with that, because when you're talking about a large scale shift in market, there's 100,000 different types of people that are going to capitalize on that in 150,000 different ways, right? Obviously random numbers, but
Sean McCain says something really interesting in chat, and this just goes to show, like, for people who just jump in the hobby to jump in, even someone like myself who's been in it for over 20 years or 25 years at this point, every once in a while I still got to take a step back and do a little bit of research on some cards, because I don't know everything about the cards. So Sean says, I saw a guy who thought he should buy Pokemon cards because of Logan Paul. Then he got ripped off because someone overcharged him for unlimited cards, and he thought he was getting Shadowless. And I've said this many times on my channel. if you're going to a local card store, trade show, or just dealing with someone on Instagram and they tell you what a price is for a card, pull out your phone, get on your PC, Google it. See, it does not hurt you. And if anything, you can use that to your leverage if the person is willing to negotiate. And because I do it, I don't do it often, but I do it sometimes. If they're overcharging just a little bit, I'm like, all right, hey man, well, like online or like, and you will definitely get that time. Like, we'll buy it over there then. That's fine. But you can use that as leverage just a little bit to be like, hey, this is what the average is everywhere else. What can we do? Be honest with them. Like, I don't want to, like, I don't want to pay. If you don't want to go this low, that's fine. But this is the highest number I'm willing to go. And if it's never going to hurt your feelings. And I've seen experiences of people going up. And my buddy came with me to a local trade show. He does not follow my advice. He sees an Arcanine card, loves Arcanine. He bought it, and I was like, oh, that's cool. I saw the tag. He spent $50 on an Arcanine card when it should have only been like 30. So it's take it like, just because it's your favorite Pokemon and you see it and you've never seen it before, doesn't make it worth the money that the person is saying. Sometimes people are just there to piss you, to take advantage of you. Jake, the giveaway. Oh, I know. I remember. It's okay.
It's canceled. No,
it's canceled. A finder's fee. Yeah. The more you know. Finder's fee. I just invested in 5 sets. That's Noel. I wish I could do that, but I can't. Not everyone can, but out of curiosity, what 5 sets did you invest in? That'd be all. I'm actually quite curious about that. But to go back to the Logan Paul situation, I agree with you 100%. We can't put all the blame on Logan Paul because he did not deliberately go out there and say, well, we can and we can't, because he did have that asshat saying that a Bulbasaur is worth what, $30,000?
$30,000.
Yeah, he had that asshole on there. So like he was it. I don't think he meant to be pumping the cards as hard as they got pumped. But he wasn't out there saying, hey, go buy these cards. It's just, it happened. His influence got all these people that have never been in the hobby before, like you said, back into the hobby. And with it came good and bad people. And I think that's what happened.
Yeah. I mean, when you got that many people, it's inevitable. You're always going to have a split. You'll never have 100% of people.
Green Tea says War Turtle is worth $30,000.
Yes.
Spoiler alert, Green Tea. It's worth 35. Pumped. There you go. I just pumped all of your War Turtles for you, Green Tea. Global Gabby says, my first eBay buy was a card from my childhood and paid about $5 more. Now I'm more knowledgeable. $5, but $5 more isn't that big of a deal to me. It's that $20. When you start getting to double digits, that's when you're going to start fighting people.
Because there is like a sentimental factor too. Like, I mean, if you're not willing to put on the price and you're like, okay, well, I'll pay above market for a card that I really like. And that's the element of like enjoying the hobby versus, but obviously try to get the best deals that you can.
Yeah. Oh, of course. Yeah.
And Chonks Stonks tip of the day. Try to figure out when your local card store does pricing, because often they only do it once a month.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Luckily, one of my card stores, they have enough people where they do it twice a month. Salamence for me, says Ashley O. No one cares. No one cares, Ashley. I'm just kidding. For you guys who are new to my channel, I am very mean to my chat for the people that I know. And if I find out you're a veteran, you're screwed. You will never see nice me. Melgar says, I wish there was more trade shows near me. There's a card shop near me that have a little get together every Sunday. Oh, it just moved. Where'd it go? Every Sunday, but I'm just too awkward, like a walk, and I just want to leave already. But sometimes I'm not gonna say go do it, but the fact that you do go there, you walk around, it helps. It does help with your social anxiety just a little bit. And it just helps you get to know other people. And the more times people see you at trade shows, the more likely they're willing to do trades with you or make deals with you. And on that note, I am going to pick the final winner for the 1,000 subscriber giveaways, the Charizard UPC. Check them donos. What donos? What'd I do? What? Okay, I'll check the donos in a second. I must have missed it, and I don't know why Streamlabs is not working.
I compensated him.
Okay. Ocean R, congratulations. You have won the Charizard UPC. I do have a second one if you do not trust the little tear right here. I was planning on sending that one anyways. This one was just next to my desk. If you want
Double
it sealed,
or nothing.
if you want it
Double
sealed,
or nothing.
Are they? That's crazy. Ocean, do you want this opened on stream or do you want it sent to you as is? That is entirely up to you.
I will pack battle you.
Okay.
And everything will get sent.
Oh, okay. Hold on. So you have a UPC yourself, is what you're saying?
I'll just grab the same packs.
Okay, I got you. So only if he opens this, he will get double the packs.
Double the packs, or sealed as it is.
Okay, we're getting a lot of people to say open it for him, but it's Ocean's call. Ocean, if I open this on stream, let me get my camera ready. If I open it on stream, I didn't realize how messy my desk is right now. You don't want my face. You want this. Oh, did it freeze on me? It did a little bit. Okay, that's fine.
Going for it. Changed his answer.
You can open it then. Why won't it? Okay, there we go. Let's do this. So I will switch this out for you really quick so you don't have this tear in the jacked up box underneath it. But you want it opened. So Mr. Chunkachu, go ahead, get your packs. You can add an extra camera and we will pack battle this box for Ocean.
All right, chat. What packs are in there? Oh, here I am. Hi. Card party.
Okay. Ooh.
All right, guys. We got to stop talking bad about Gonzo.
My fat ass is back. Okay. Okay, he says open it. Yeah, get those double packs. Why not?
7 base set packs in there. I asked the chat what packs are in there, and Team Pocket said 7 base set packs.
Is he paying for those 7 base set packs?
I think he is, because I mean he is just massively growing as a content creator. So he clearly can provide 7 base set packs.
Yes. He is the Mr. Beast right now of content.
Instant
creators.
shipping by drone, in fact. Disappears. 18 evolving skies. Evolving fusion, brilliant. Okay. Tag team unbroken bonds. Okay.
There it goes.
Well, we've gotten a mostly accurate answer. All right. So as you pull them out, I will pull them out. Oh, you can just straight up add a camera. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm
fusion.
I'm seeing this now.
We got some fusion strike, 3 fusion strike.
Is it gonna handle?
Yeah. Oh, I've done this a handful of times with other content creators.
We just like crash the stream and keep the packs. No,
yeah.
All right. How many?
I will get. Come on, go over there. I'm trying to. There it is.
There we go.
Trying to switch our phase. 3 fusion strike, 3 evolving skies, 2 vivid voltage, 1 darkness ablaze, The promos. I love these promos.
You said 2 vivid voltage?
2 vivid.
Oh, did you say darkness ablaze?
I did.
Dang, I just ran out of that.
You're just gonna have a double up on the cool stuff.
So chilling rain.
Chilling rain. 3. So 3 astrals.
Actually, you know what? Since darkness ablaze is kind of like a, I don't want to give myself an advantage with chilling. Well, no, it's chilling pain. We'll do that.
Okay.
3 astrals.
3 astrals. I love these promo cards. They're so good. I graded mine that I sent in. Got 2 10s and a 9. So Ocean, send them in. They're worth it. I'm gonna put those back in here so they're nice and safe.
Don't forget the promos. Oh no, Jason! It's a good thing Jerry already went to bed.
Oh, I always send I'll send the promos. They're not mine. This box is his. I'm sending the whole box to you, Ocean. So
there's a little bit of a a little bit of a story behind that. For a while in my mystery, in my pull boxes,
yeah,
Jerry hit like every single one of the promo.
Of course he did.
Packs instead of the chases. So he's got some animosity toward the promos.
The promos.
Yeah.
Whenever you're ready, I am.
Let me grab the Astral Radiance.
Like I said, Ocean, to with Stephanie and Under, please DM me on Instagram, Discord, or email. That's the best way to get a hold of me, and I will get these shipped out to you no later by Wednesday.
Okay. I got 3 Astral Radiance, 2 Darkness Ablaze, 2 Vivid Voltage, 3 Evolving Skies, 3 Fusion Strike, and you said 3, how many Brilliant Stars?
3 Brilliant Stars, 3 Lost Origins, and I think that's all you need.
Stars and 3 Lost Origin. Boom, shakalaka. All right, so you got the...
Starting with the darkness.
Yep.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. All right, do you want to do a... do you want to go straight through it, or do you want the card tricks?
We'll do card tricks. I don't even know if I know how to open a pack without the card trick at this point.
4 to the front. Got the Rita, Clang. Ooh. I'm so nervous. Showmit, Metal, first pack. Dang. That's not what this pack's gonna. This is not the box. We're not gonna do that to the box. Vivid. Chilling.
Vivid.
I'll go chilling. Let me find it.
Darkness.
Oh, I guess there's no chilling rain here.
Darkness Ablaze. This is my Darkness Ablaze.
Yeah, there's no chilling in this box. I thought there was.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. I'm just ignoring you.
This is my Darkness Ablaze.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that was my darkness. That pack I just.
Oh, there was only one.
Yeah. It's 2 Vivid Voltage. Gems, thank you for keeping track of the score. Beldum, Fampy,
Chonkachu,
Chonk, the Chonk. I don't think I did the card trick. I did not. But Clefable was
here we go.
Because now I'm so used to not doing the card trick because of Scarlet Violet. There should have been chilling. There should have been chilling in this. Ooh, both got Clefable.
Clefable. Oh, wow, that was weird.
Clefable.
Was it?
Ooh, Gianna. Voltorb.
Oh, yeah, we pulled a Rainbow Chonk. That's going to be wild. Talk about a way to celebrate 1,000 stuff.
Minetric. I am not happy with this box right now. They haven't given him a regular holo yet.
Clefairy.
Stephanie's got the idea. What'd Stephanie do?
What do we got? What do we got?
Talonflame. It got something. Again, thank you for the win and congrats for the other winners. Thank you, Stephanie, for tuning in. Thank you for the raid, coming in on the raid. Congratulations on your win.
What are you opening right now? Fusion Strike.
Fusion Strike. I can't do it as good as Ryan. I don't think anyone can.
I intentionally don't try to, because I don't ever want to be like in competition over it.
Yeah. I don't do it that often either.
Yeah,
I still do it, just not often. And I'm gonna have to send him something real good for this box if it doesn't get him anything. Because this is for 1,000.
Are you on the second pack of Fusion?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Oh, we're gonna pull something. We are going to pull something. There is fire. And I set fire to the rain.
Build your sets. I don't know what you mean by that, Noel.
Boom, shakalaka. On my end, I'm just gonna ship hits like reverse hollow, and above.
Okay. Last pack of Fusion Strike. Hot hands right now. Gabby,
I think
I do apologize. I know the feeling.
I think I got a peek of something over here.
Ooh.
So we'll see.
Infusion?
Yep.
I hope it's a Gengar. Dreadnought. Ooh, Edward saying Gengar. Everyone saying Gengi.
Come on now.
Ah! Blissey and Gudra. It has been literal 0 hits on my side. Ocean, don't worry. I am going to get you something besides a cardboard box and some really cool promos. I will send you something.
What are you opening now?
Now it is evolving.
Okay. I somehow I'm just like completely out of order. I don't know what I'm doing over here.
Yeah, I just work here.
Yeah.
Dream Ball. Well, come on. Get out of my hands. Rog and Rolla. Copycat. Finally got a hollow. I mean, it's not the best, but at least it's finally not a regular one. Oh. Where did Chunk go?
I've never pulled Moonbreon before, but I've had several of them.
That would be nice.
So that would be sick.
I'm trying to. You left the chat for a second.
Diz, we love you, Diz.
Diz is here. Diz kisses Jinx.
Diz kisses everybody because Diz doesn't discriminate.
I don't know why I don't know what's going on. Come on, move the screen for them. I don't know what's going on. This really started to piss me off. Okay. Screw it. I'm just gonna keep going.
Cheek kisses only though now, M's rule. I mean that's respectable. I can understand that.
And
but you know,
track is
obviously exceptions, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I finally got him something better than a regular hollow.
The man, the myth, the legend.
The last pack of Evolving Skies. This program's really is going to start a fight with me. I guarantee it. It doesn't want to move your cards to the up screens. Zeraora, Swablu, and Thievul. Yeah, I know. I don't know why it's not moving up. I think it wants to fight me. There it is.
There we go.
Finally. I am now on Lost Origins. Share the rare.
Lost Origin.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, come on, Glastrier and Gengar, regular hollow. Last pack of Lost Origins.
Just bragging rights, Corey.
For on-camera reasons, bragging rights. Ocean, do you want the code cards? Because if you want the code cards, I can throw them in the box for you. If you do not want them, I can share. Oh, finally!
Hey,
let's go! Finally got. Oh, double banger!
The upset.
Mudra V-Star. Finally. Okay. Oh my god.
Oh. Got a peek of something.
And what'd you get a peek of?
Okay.
Ooh. Okay. Double banger? Double banger?
I've never pulled that card before.
Neither have I.
That's crazy.
That is
I don't
a
even
really
think I've
cool
ever
card.
seen this card. I've never seen this card.
I don't think so either. Ocean, I will be also the other winners of the night, custom card sleeves just for you guys.
And the Zoroark.
That
is beautiful.
These trainer galleries that we both just got hit are nuts.
Yeah, that was
I have never seen that
round.
delayed one. That is nuts. I am on Brilliant Stars.
Oh wow,
yeah, you are still up 2-4.
It was 3 Lost Origin packs?
Yes.
Oh yeah, you're a whole pack ahead of me. Gotta hurry. Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast. All right.
Those sleeves are crispy. You need custom sleeves now. Custom sleeves are the way to go.
Go fast to pull the slow Pokemon. Here we go. Brilliant Stars.
And
Brilliant Scars.
Piplup and Eskew. I hope that's not the only big hits I'm going to get you.
And just a reminder, hit me up at mrchonkachu@gmail.com to get me your info so that I can send this out to you. Just include a screenshot with your icon.
And Heatran. I need some custom card sleeves.
Plop.
I will be handing these out at Card Party if I do not have them, or if I still have them by that time. I'll probably order more anyways at this point. They seem to be very popular. Last pack, then it's Astral Radiance for the last 3. Yeah. Probopass and regular hollow Infernape.
Womp womp womp.
Wow.
I feel an alt art coming though.
That would be nuts, and I would accept all those terms and conditions. Astral Radiance. Let's go. Bulba dude, I look forward to meeting you both there. You know what? I look forward to meeting all of you there. As some of you might know, I am very, very local to Pat. I was there at the trade event last night. I have already spoken to Pat. Hopefully, you guys will see me on either an expo stage, main stage, on any of the stages with some things going on. Overquill. There are things in the works already. That's all I can talk about because I don't want to give away too much, and nothing is set in stone. And as most of the military people know, nothing is set in stone until something's set in stone.
It's not happening until it's happening.
Yeah, exactly. V-Star.
Ocean, you mentioned Instagram. For me, Instagram is not a good way to reach me. That's a good way to go unnoticed for 6.5 years.
Green tea card party is going to be lit. Oh, there we go. Finally, another banger. Double. I love this Articuno. I'm so mad I didn't pull it for myself. And it's a regular hollow, but that Articuno is heat. Okay. Kind of an ultra rare, but it's not. That's still such a great card though. Last pack magic.
Pack magic.
The trainer galleries have been killing it today for us. Ocean, if you want the bulk, or if not, I'll just send the hits. No big deal. I have that Gudra in Japanese. Fun fact. Ooh, he does. I probably contact through Instagram. Okay. Well, if he contacts me, Chunk, I'll DM you the same information.
Got it.
If he doesn't reach out to you. Energy. Drift Bloom. Some solid hits. Yeah, I was scared in the beginning because how slow it turned out. Ponyta. Rowlet. Ready? Go. Oh, V. Okay. Overall, it started out very slow for you, Ocean. I'm so happy you let me open this for you. Got some regular hollows. Nothing too crazy on the regular hollow side. But you did get some bangers on the trainer gallery side. For me, your big hits were Hisuian Gudra V-Star, the Lucario V, Dracozolt V, Galarian Articuno Alt-Art Trainer Gallery, because I think this is still an Alt-Art for that side. I'm not 100%. TG 16 out of 2. No, it's not. It's just the regular. This is the regular Articuno for it. And the Mew V-Star Gold from Trainer Gallery. Number 230 out of 30 out of 30. Awesome hits. Super jealous. I have this Mew in Japanese, not in English. But overall, I'm loving your hits. I will still send you some extras it will be in the UPC box. Everything will be shipped except the bulk if you do not want it. Congratulations, Stephanie, Under, and Ocean, of course. Mr. Chunkachu, can you tell the lovely people where they can find you, what you do, and what you're all about before we head off for the night?
Absolutely. So, for sure, on YouTube, at Mr. Chunkachu. I believe somebody else is trying to claim Mr. Chonkachu. They're fake. So, but I mean, pretty much every platform at Mr. Chonkachu. I removed the period after Mr. Because YouTube chat doesn't allow for links, and it thinks it's a link every time somebody puts it in the chat. So if you want to be seen, do not put a period between Mr. and Chonkachu. It's just one word. I am a Mr. Chonkachu being. So in Discord as well. Everybody has a Discord. I am no exception to that. Fun little loving community. And
yes.
If you're looking for some more places to meet some more faces, then feel free to join our Discord as well.
Such a positive vibe in your Discord. Absolutely. Again, guys, my name is Gonzo. Welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for DPM and everyone who rated. Congratulations to the winners. Thank you all so much for giving me the 1K. If you want to join my Discord, go ahead. It is a very welcoming space to content creators, because if it wouldn't be, this series would be useless. If I have everything in there for links and channels for everyone to share what they want to share. And if there's not something in there you want to share, let me know. And if it's acceptable and not pornographic or racist, we'll add a channel for a spot for you to share. Until next time, guys, hold on. I need to promote next week's guest. Next week's guest, before we go on a little break for the holidays, is going to be someone who's been a major supporter of my channel for so long, since meeting at Card Party, that I feel kind of bad for making him wait this long. But I want him to be the last person of the year because of what he meant to me with the support from the channel. And that's going to be Mr. Catch'emall, Catch'emall Jordan. Great guy, great person.
Yes.
Very, very supportive. Catch'emall 22. Can't wait to have him on. Until next time, guys, my name is Gonzo. And don't forget, collect how you want to collect. Peace.